So Donald John Trump recently asked the Supreme Court to pause a law that would ban TikTok on January 19th. Yeah, there was a lot. There's a lot of conversations on TikTok, man. People say like, "Hey, man, this thing's going away. What are we gonna do? This is insane." Yeah, this happened years ago. Like this happened. It's funny how he's turned around on this because when he was last president, he was talking about getting rid of TikTok. But at that point, like most older folks, he didn't understand what TikTok was. He wasn't on TikTok. He didn't care about TikTok. He just said, "When China's stealing our secrets." I don't know, secrets about twerking. I'm not sure what they're stealing. I don't know exactly what they're stealing from us. I'll get into that later. So that was back in 2017, 2018, I think. 2019, probably. And then now it's almost like a complete 180. And I think it's because of his son, Barron. Barron was very influential on Trump appearing on these podcasts. Like back in 2020, I don't think Trump appeared on any podcast. I think he did. He didn't do that many interviews with traditional media, but because he just had, he posted stuff on Twitter and later Trump's Truth Social. But like late spring, early summer, he started popping up on these podcasts like all over the place. Like, and then again, Kamala Harris finally jumped on that, but Trump was doing it a lot, and he was very comfortable. It's so weird because he was very comfortable on these podcasts. He wasn't like the bombastic, crazy talking Trump on the campaign. He was like very relaxed. And it's funny because the media never covered these podcasts. It's like, man, he's not even saying anything crazy. He's kind of relaxed. So Barron was probably part of that. And being, especially since Barron's 18, him and his friends are on TikTok. So he's probably saying, "Hey, Dad, like me and my friends are on TikTok. Like, we don't know where to go. Like if they get rid of this." And so I think Trump making this 180 is because of his 18-year-old son. So if that's the case, that's good, Trump, right? Let's listen. Trump once in a while does some good things. Not all the time. Like we had the prison reform thing, and that was because of Kanye and Kim. That's when Kanye and Kim was still married. They talked to Trump about prison reform, and he did some stuff. Not enough, but at least he did something. Biden hasn't done anything. Like he's done some things little, but Biden hasn't done enough. Should have done more. They could have done a lot more in these last 4 years, but that's a whole different discussion. But Trump did prison reform. He got A$AP Rocky out of jail overseas. So Trump does do some good things once in a while. But this TikTok thing is really important because there's so many people who make money off TikTok. Like a lot of people just like, I think they like the freedom that they have to create TikTok. Like when I first started TikTok, I didn't like it because not all this China stuff. I think, but it was only like you can only post like 15 seconds or 30 seconds, something like that. And I'm not good at that. Like I talk a lot. It was hard for me to condense all my thoughts and feelings into like 15 seconds or 30 seconds, probably like 15 seconds. But then once they expanded it out to like 5 minutes, and now it is up to 10 minutes. So that's why I'm able to make these videos so I can just talk and just give like really good information because I wasn't good at the 15 seconds to 30-second thing. So I think once TikTok expanded that, things started to explode. So I have a question to you. So let's say they don't ban, let's say they do ban TikTok, where are you going to go? Like what app do you think you might gravitate to if they do get rid of TikTok? And if you're making money off TikTok, because a lot of people are making money off the Creator Rewards program, they're making money off TikTok Shop. If you're a person and you're making really good money, like TikTok now is basically your job. This is your main source of income. What are you going to do if they do ban TikTok? Have you already started migrating your followers? Have you started an email? Have you started a website? Like, what have you done? Or are you saying like, man, I'm screwed. If they get rid of this thing, I'm screwed. I really don't. TikTok, I think, don't really want to sell. I think it's ByteDance who owns TikTok. I don't think they really want to sell because they make a lot of money off of it and they get a lot of traffic. It's like if I'm China and I own TikTok, like, why do I want to sell this? This is great. But I think they want to keep on getting pressure to sell. What I think what's going to happen is, unless someone just gives them like a crazy offer, like $100 billion for the app, and you'd be crazy not to sell it. Unless they give them like something crazy like that, I think they'll have a partnership with some American billionaire or some American company. So TikTok, I think the best case scenario probably would be they would still have like 60%, own 60%, and whoever the American investors would be, it'll be 40%, or it's like a 51-49 split where TikTok still runs things, but there's a major American presence in this, so people feel better about this. It's so crazy to me when they say, "Oh my God, it's going to steal all our secrets. China's going to steal our secrets." Okay, twerking secrets, okay. But here's the thing. We all have phones in our pockets. When we click on things and we sign up for TikTok or Amazon or Yahoo Mail or Gmail, any of these things, we sign up all this stuff that's at all that fine print we never read. And once we click yes, we don't know what's going on. Everybody's stealing our secrets. They're getting our behavior patterns. They're getting our demographics. They're getting the stuff that they track, the stuff that we buy. It's amazing sometimes. I'm talking on my phone sometimes about something, and then I went to type it in Google, and it's already listed. It's like, wait a minute. How did you know this already? Who are you? Yeah, man. So they already know, like, we're worried about China. Man, how many American companies know so much about us? They know everything about us. They know all our habits. So when we worry about, oh my God, they're going to steal all our secrets, it's like, people already are stealing our secrets. We just don't care. The only reason people care is because it's China. They don't care that people in this country is already taking our secrets. And we're cool. And guess what? We're cool with it. Here, you want our demographics? Fine. Put up my credit card? Take it. We don't care. So I think eventually TikTok, they might sell it. And even then, when they do sell it, that does concern me. Because if I'm TikTok and I'm going to sell to another company that's American based, I want them to guarantee for the most part that you leave it as is and you don't screw anything up. Like, you might add some different things to it, but don't take away the freedom. Like, don't have all this censorship stuff that you get on some of these other platforms. Like, if you say something, they immediately just delete or take it down. Like, TikTok, I think, gave a lot of people freedom. And I think that's the thing that people don't want to lose. And the fear, I think, for a lot of people is, from a financial standpoint, yeah, if they're making a lot of money, yeah, that's the part of it. But I do think, what about the freedom? I want to be able, a lot of people just have freedom to say whatever they want, within reason, of course. But that freedom is intoxicating. And you do feel good about yourself. Oh, I can post something and I'm not gonna get a weird strike or things like that because somebody don't like what I say. And it might not be anything bad at all. It's just like, oh, we don't like what you say. We're gonna give you a strike. So the freedom of TikTok is fantastic. So yeah, so shout out to Trump on this one, man. Well, no, shout out to Barron Trump on this one. Shout out for Trump getting a young wife and having a kid. Because I think if it was just like Donald Jr. and Ivanka, yeah, Ivanka, is Ivanka? I can't. Is it Ivana Ivanka? I haven't seen her in a while. Like, if it was his older kids, I don't know if they would care that much about TikTok. But because he has a young son, Trump changed his mind about this. So how do you feel about TikTok? How do you feel about this whole thing? How do you feel about Trump if he can stop this from this ban happening? How do you feel if the ban does happen? And what would you do if you lost TikTok and this is the place where you made a whole lot of money? And a lot of people are. Keep twerking, ladies. Make that money.